All right, I cleaned these off really good and they are looking clean. So there's the barrel with the Wyoming purple jasper, and here's the barrel with the green tree agate and some other jasper. Not jasper, agate, excuse me. So we are going to run these and on the 500. So I will add media. And I mix small with large. So you what you want to do is step on this stuff. Whew, I've done that. And as the rocks get wore down, sometimes you got to add more media. And some of this is getting pretty small. It's falling through the basket. Alright, so then I'll fill this up. Not fill it. That's enough. And that's enough. And we're going to add our 500. What did I do with the 500? And put it on the tumbler. And I don't have a bad barrel. I have a tumbler. The machine itself has got a problem. So I'm just going to try to do the best I can with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. As you can see, I'm not exact with this. 2, 3, and 4. So we're in there somewhere. And we're going to close these up and get them started for a week. In a week, I will pull these and we'll take a look at them. Yeah, so our weather, oh my gosh, not been very nice here. We had terrible winds last night and it's still windy today. Blowing snow, and it snowed. So there's a big snow drift out on my sidewalk and down in the driveway, and nobody shovels their sidewalk here. Oh, we've had trouble the last 2 years. I don't know. They shoveled part of it and didn't shovel the rest. This happened last year. Good thing I have yak tracks, so if I do have to get out, which I've had to, I can wear my yak tracks. Yeah. Here, I'll show you what it looks like outside. Out my front window. It's blown the snow quite a bit. So, at least the sun's out today. And I got lots of deer and birds coming here. But yeah, it's cold. It's that time of year. But yeah, it blows the snow off certain places. Like this is the north end of the building, so it drifts over on the other side. Yeah, and I will get started on this soon. Maybe tonight. The birds are doing good. Zoe is a little bit hormonal. Her seer, I don't know if you can see her seer. See how brown her seer is? She's hormonal. Yeah, that's fun because there's a lot of fighting going on. Not fun. She wants to bully Rocky around. Rocky has a hatch day coming up on the 21st. She'll be 9. Hatch day. Alright guys, I'm going to let you go. I just wanted to give you the update on the tumbler problem. So, it's not my barrel. It's the one that was bent when I got it from Loratone. It was bent. The frame was knocked out of whack really bad. And I got a hold of the rock shed and they got a hold of them and they sent me a new one. Well, I thought I'd be smart and try to straighten the other one out. It's probably really not square is the problem. So I'm probably just going to stick washers on both ends of it and run it until I don't know what. I'm going to try my hardest to keep both of them going. The other one is running really good. So anyway, hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I'm praying for California with all the fires. That is so sad. So sad. So if you're a praying person, you might want to pray for California. Sad deal. All right. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. Hey, guys. So I'm a little behind with tumbling, but I wanted to show you. This is why I run a day or so with just water and soap. And I had rinsed these off really well before I even threw them in here. Yeah. Kind of crazy how much grit you still get out of it. So if you're tumbling, I always advise running water and just a drop of dish soap, because you're always going to find grit. Yeah, look at all the grit that came out of that. Quite a bit. So I'll rinse both these off really well. Here's the other barrel. See, there's a lot of grit in there. And I'll just throw them both in here because I know how to separate which one. And I'll have to rinse those off really good. Make sure they're clean. I don't know, I'm half tempted to run them in soapy water again one more day. Because if you have a bigger grit, and then you go down to the next step, you don't want any of this grit left over when you start a new batch. I hope that makes sense. One thing I learned tumbling was to do that. So yeah, I'm going to clean these really good, and then I'm going to decide if I should run them again another day. Look at that. I want to make sure all that's off, not of the cracks. So I'm a little behind. I am. I've had some things I had to do with my friend. He hasn't been feeling very well lately, so I had to take a couple days. I haven't been on YouTube much because I've been taking him to the doctor a couple times, and now he's back home, settled back down. This thing with him is never going to end because it's a blood problem with his red blood cells. So occasionally I have to do stuff to help him out. But yeah, that's all the grit that's left in there. Isn't that crazy? I'm going to give these a good clean. And then I'm going to check them again to see if they're ready to go on to, hold on a minute. Okay, so they were just in the 120, 220. Well, I'm going to check these out really good before I decide to move on to the 500, which is a lot finer. And then it'll be 1,000. So, this is what I'm going to do. And I'm sorry for getting behind, but hopefully we'll be moving on. I'll give these a good cleaning and give the barrels a cleaning. And I was a little bit shocked to find that much grit this time. Just from running it, I ran it 2 days with water and soap. Yeah, I wasn't expecting all that grit in there. So, and I had cleaned these really well before I moved them into the soap and water. So you just never know. It all depends on how many little cracks and crevices that you're going to have. And I think once these are done, they're really going to look nice. But yeah, I got to clean these really good. And then I'll decide if they're ready for the 500 or if I need to do another week in the 120, 220. That's the top of the hill I live on. This is my spare bedroom. So if I go up to the top of that, I can see the mountains. Yeah. Anyway, just gonna give you. We're back running. That's the new barrel. That's the tumbler with no problem. This is the tumbler with a problem. So I raised it to keep this from hitting this washer, because actually there's a groove in the barrel now from it rubbing on that washer. Alright. I'm going to test something out and see how far people watch these videos. See that? I just got it. I'm going to give it away. All you have to do is say finished at the end, and I'll put you in a drawing for this knife. If you haven't seen this knife, there's a video about it. It's brand new. I'm just checking to see, and I wanted to do something fun. Alright, thanks for watching. Middleman check.